Good afternoon, everyone. This is Henry, and as we get into tonight's video newsletter, I wanted to focus mostly on the SPX, simply because there are so many ways to play this for all account sizes, right? Be it SPX, SPY, XSP, or derivatives on all of those. There's lots of ways to get exposure. There is lots of liquidity in there, and you can also see a very clear respect of the double O values of 5,300, right? As you run into 5,300 and then that acts as resistance, then you can see the flush all the way down to 5,200. Granted you get a few handles below it, but then look at that ripping move from Friday and where it capped out this morning, right back at 5,300. So those are very important strikes for hedging purposes, all the good things. But as you think about, okay, 53, 52, 53, are we going to be going back to 5,200? Anytime you have such a substantial direct move, I am always very interested in the retracement of it. Is it going to be a 50% retracement? Is it going to be a 618? These are important proportions, and it's part of why today makes for such a good example. Because if we measure that advance from Friday against where we topped out on Monday's open, look at how that pullback comes just right to the 618 retracement. So this starts to build the idea that this could act as support as opposed to a move back to 5,200. And then you have one other complementary piece to that, and that's this three-wave looking structure off of today's high. This is the type of work that I hope you can take and apply these examples when you're faced with a real live market, right? Because you have to be able to run this fresh Monday as this is all unfolding. But as that swing high dips down into the low and you get a little bit of a bounce, look at how those moves are so similar. So that is to say that this drop, as far as a point measure is concerned, is very similar to this drop. And when those symmetrical measures coincide with a 618 retracement of the bigger advance, that becomes a very important spot. And you can see today it was good for 50 points off of it. So that's all of the setup and how it played out today. What does that mean for trade coming up? Well, now, once you have solidified that area as a bounce point, as support, well, now you look at resistance in the opposing direction. Notice how you cleared the 618. So this opens up the door to what I am targeting at 53.20, and then ultimately up here at 53.44, provided that that low is not taken out. So that's a little bit of how we got to where we were today, how that trading went, a little bit of a view for the future, and we'll update that as the pattern unfolds. You guys have a great rest of your evening, and I hope to see you in the next free video. Hey traders, this is Henry with simplertrading.com. I wanted to thank you for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful, and if so, be sure to click the like and subscribe buttons down below. If you would like to also see me putting these ideas into action and trading my own account live in front of you, be sure to sign up at simplertrading.com, and I hope to see you in the chat room sometime soon.